Hello meatbags, this is Kill10Rats. Welcome to a quick update video where I just wanted to briefly touch upon my recent unplanned lengthy absence and what passes for my plans for the channel in the next couple of weeks. In the background you will see me do a little Star Fortress run in Star Wars The Old Republic with my buddy HK55 here, but you know, this is just so there is something going on the screen and you're not staring at the channel logo. If you prefer that, just tab out and you can listen to me yak without having to see me fail at being a Sith assassin. Anyway, where was I? Well, I was first in Ireland, then in Germany, and now I'm near Amsterdam, which is where I currently live. And probably going to be living for the foreseeable future. Right now, the plan for the channel is to get back on track with a limited amount of uploads. I'm not gonna be juggling 4 or 5 series at a time like I used to. I'm just not gonna be able to handle that logistically. Add to that the fact that my computer is a little wonky, so I have to be a little selective of what I'm doing with it. When I left Ireland, one of the first things that happened was first my computer got a knock doing the transport back and I lost my audio equipment at Dublin Airport, which was of course hilarious. So whoever found it, congratulations on your new microphone. I have to make do with a somewhat less fancy one. I hope the audio quality doesn't reflect it too much. But, you know, at the moment that's the best I can do. I hope you'll forgive me for that. As far as uploading and series and whatnot goes, I have just finished the last episode of Sorcerer King. It's currently rendering and it'll be uploading in an hour or two. So it's probably going to be up on the channel about the same time this video goes live, maybe even earlier than that, depending on how the rendering goes. As far as the other series are going, specifically Legends of Eisenwald and what else we have? Sunless Sea, Soul Sunday, etc. I'm not 100% sure what I'll be doing about them. There is a few options on the table. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do much about them right now, since, let's be honest, there was a massive break in between, and also there are some difficulties to take into account, especially when it comes to Eisenwald, in that when I had to reset my PC to make it work again for recording, I had to basically reinstall Windows, and ever since doing that I can't seem to get Legends of Eisenwald to work anymore. The game doesn't work anymore. I can't get it to launch in compatibility mode or whatever else I'm trying, so I've been exploring the options of maybe recording it on my girlfriend's PC, which isn't too far off, but she's writing her master's thesis at the moment, so that's probably not the most consistently accessible piece of tech in my house. And yeah, add to that the fact that towards the end of it, I hope I wasn't too annoying with Legends of Eisenwald, but you may have started to guess that I wasn't really too much of a fan of the last area that I was playing in the episodes, I don't know, 60 plus, where it became a bit of a, I think for my taste, a little bit too gamey, where, you know, the constant respawning of units and whatnot and not being able to hold a castle. All that left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Design-wise, I know a bunch of people had a problem with the game. A lot of the criticism leveled at it were along the lines of, you know, they take your armies away every time you transition a map mostly. And yeah, I get that. That was never really a problem for me. But, you know, there was a point where I wasn't enjoying it as much as I was enjoying it when I was traipsing around the area of, what was it, Windfeld, I think, where we were fighting the wolves and the Fichtens and all these guys. That was great. That was really, really fun. and it sort of transitioned into a phase of the game where it wasn't as fun anymore. So I'm not sure if my heart's going to be in it 100% if I do pick it up again. I'll give it a try though. So just so you know, Eisenwald may or may not continue. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go yet, but I'm going to give it a spirited attempt at least. In any case, when it comes to other series, Sunless Sea, etc., with Sunless Sea, it's almost more of my thinking that I want to wait until the expansion, and I want to restart them, because right now I just don't see how I'm going to pick up on that. I can barely remember what we had done as Captain Rutherford, and I'd have to really go back and watch my old videos, which I can barely stand doing. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of listening to myself. When it comes to what's in store for the future, I have a few ideas. Like, there is a mod for Crusader Kings 2, Geheimnisnacht, which is basically Crusader Kings 2 in the Warhammer Fantasy universe that I want to get good at before I want to give it a try. So that might take a while to get into. I have looked into Starcrawlers. They have done a pretty significant amount of updates during the last couple of months, so I may actually give that another couple of episodes just to see what changed and how that all plays out. Skyrim Requiem is one thing I've been dabbling in lately. There is a channel that I've subscribed to that did a quite an interesting, very comprehensive playthrough of it. So, you know, compared to my bumblings in it, that will probably be more interesting to watch. It's in my channel sidebar in case you want to give it a visit. The channel name, I hope I'm getting this right, is Laissez-aller Compass or something. I think that's the way it's supposed to be pronounced. In any case, he's doing really, really interesting Requiem videos. For me, that would almost be more of a roleplay series if I do it. And I'm not sure where I'm going with that one, but I've installed it now. I've gotten it to work. I've also combined it with Step. So Skyrim is looking shinier than ever for me. And yeah, I'm gonna have a look at doing that. There is one thing I'm wanting to do now that the second DLC is out, and that's Pillars of Eternity. I have held up on that one so far because I wanted to wait until White March 2 was out before playing it. So that is something I will very likely start at some point in the near future. And when it comes to other games, there is also one game that has been occupying my time quite a lot recently, is XCOM 2. I'm really not sure whether the world needs another XCOM 2 playthrough. I finished it on Iron Man Commander, so I have a vague notion of how to play the game, but Legend mode is kicking my ass. So it's probably not going to be the most competent playthrough, and sort of everyone's doing it, so why should I? On the other hand, everyone's doing it, so why not me? Because, you know, it's one of the best games I've played recently. It's just really, really intensely satisfying to me. And I pretty much set out to do this whole YouTube thing to play the games I enjoy playing, and that's one of the games I've, you know, enjoyed playing tremendously lately. So that might happen. I'm gonna do a bit of a test, see how it goes, see whether I like what I'm recording, and yeah, ultimately just, you know, take my pick of where I'm moving forward with it. So Crusader Kings Geheimnisnacht, Skyrim Requiem, Pillars of Eternity, maybe XCOM 2, maybe something entirely different. There are a few games coming out that I've got my eyes on. There is, I think, Barum, it's called. Kernel RPG did a brief showcase of it. It looks like something along the lines of Antharian, maybe? A little bit like that. And that looked quite intriguing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna give it a try. Just wanted to let you know that I'm not dead yet, and that there is something more coming up in the channel. Thank you for staying subscribed. Thank you for bearing with me, and I'll see you all in the next couple of videos. Bye for now.